Nigerian doctor thinking about relocating abroad, this might be one of the biggest updates you will hear this year. The United States has quietly reopened visa processing for foreign doctors, including Nigerians, after previous restrictions. But before you celebrate, there are important details you need to understand, because this is not a free pass and it could change your career permanently. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this is where we break down global opportunities, visas, and real life implications for Nigerians. No hype, just facts. Today we are talking about a major shift. The United States resuming visa processing for Nigerian and other foreign trained doctors. This move is reportedly aimed at solving a growing healthcare worker shortage across the US. But what does this actually mean? Who benefits? Is this a real opportunity or just another policy that sounds better than it actually is? Let's break it down step by step. Recently, reports confirmed that the US has resumed processing visas for foreign doctors after earlier slowdowns and restrictions. During and after the COVID-19 period, visa processing delays, policy tightening, and administrative backlogs made it difficult for foreign trained doctors to enter the US system. Many Nigerians who had secure placements or passed requirement exams were stuck. Now, with this reversal, the US government is signaling that it needs foreign medical professionals again. Why? Because the US is currently facing a serious shortage of healthcare workers, especially doctors in rural areas and underserved communities. Let's be clear, this decision is not random. The US healthcare system has been under pressure for years, but things got worse after COVID-19. Many doctors retired early, burnout increased massively, demand for healthcare services rose. Rural areas became even more underserved. According to workforce projections, the US could face a shortage of tens of thousands of physicians in the coming years. This is where foreign trained doctors, including Nigerians, come in. Nigerian doctors are already known globally for strong training, resilience, and adaptability. Many are already working in countries like the UK and Canada. So for the US, reopening visa processing is a strategic move, not charity. So what kind of visa are we talking about? Now let's get into the real details. When people hear US visa for doctors, they think it's straightforward. It's not. There are mainly two visa pathways foreign doctors use. The first one is the J1 visa, the exchange visitor visa. This is the most common route for foreign doctors entering residency or fellowship programs in the US. But here's the catch. After completing training, you are usually required to return to your home country for at least 2 years, unless you get a waiver. The second one is H1B visa, which is the work visa. This is more flexible and allows doctors to work in the US without the mandatory return requirements. However, it is harder to get and depends on employer sponsorship. So yes, visa processing has resumed, but you still need to pass your USMLE exams, secure a residency position, meet English language requirements, get sponsorship. This is not a shortcut, it's an opportunity, but one that requires preparation. For Nigerian doctors, this is a double-edged sword. On one hand, more opportunities to enter the US, better earning potential, access to advanced medical systems, career growth. On the other hand, Nigeria is already facing a severe shortage of doctors. Thousands of Nigerian healthcare workers have left the country in recent years, a trend often called JAPA in Nigeria. If more doctors leave, the local healthcare system could suffer even more. This raises an uncomfortable but important question. Is this opportunity good for individuals or bad for the country? Let's talk about brain drain. When skilled professionals leave a country in large numbers, it creates a gap that is hard to fill. Nigeria already has one of the lowest doctor to patient ratios in the world. So while the US is solving its own shortage, Nigeria risks deepening its healthcare crisis. But here's the reality: most doctors are not leaving just because they want to. They are leaving because of low salaries, poor working conditions, limits, equipment, safety concerns. So the problem is not just people leaving, it's why are they leaving? Now let's be realistic. Policy changes like this can shift quickly. Today, visa processing is open. Tomorrow, it could be tightened again. We've seen this before, especially with immigration policies in countries like the US. So if you are planning to take advantage of this opportunity, move with accurate information, avoid shortcuts or agent promising easy relocation. Focus on passing the required exams and build a strong profile, because at the end of the day, the system still rewards preparation, not just availability. So here's the bottom line. Yes, the US has resumed visa processing for Nigerian and other foreign doctors. Yes, this opens new doors. But no, it is not simple or guaranteed pathway. This is a strategic move by the US to fix its own healthcare shortage. And while it creates opportunities, it also highlights deeper issues both in the US and in Nigeria. If you are a doctor watching this, the question is not just can I go? The real question is, am I prepared to go the right way? If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. On this channel, we keep things simple, factual and relevant, especially for Nigerians navigating global opportunities. Let me know in the comments, would you take this opportunity if you were a doctor? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.